Hey, it's Cecilia. It's a Fuck Clutter Wednesdays, and I almost forgot. It's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I was having fun. And then I was like, shit, it's Wednesday. So, time for a video. Um, this is an answer to a question from Karen. So, recently I did a video on opening, and Karen asked, so she said, I'm having a hard time understanding how this idea of working from an open place would work in real life. It's always really helpful to me when you give an example from your own life or work. Would this be possible? Um, so I need to think about this a little bit because opening has become a way of life for me. And so that doesn't mean that I'm always open, but is something that I'm striving to do a lot of the time. Um, and so I can give some examples of what this might look like in my life. Often when I'm in an argument with my partner, I can kind of feel that we're sort of in the argument. You know, he says his lines, I say my lines. It's the same argument. If you're in a relationship, I mean, even friendships with your families, you're having the same arguments over and over and over again. It's like you're just, you have your lines, you're in the play, and you're playing your role really, really well. And if you can recognize that you're in that, and I'm just going to say, opening isn't easy. This is, um, it's really interesting because you can go from closed to open very quickly, but it's not easy to get to that place. I'm just going to say that first off. But I'll have moments where I'm noticing that I'm having the fight, that I'm in it, that I'm sort of like attached to winning or being right or whatever it is in that situation. And something decides to let go. So what that looks like is often I will step forward, literally with my body, I will step forward when I would rather step back. I will come to meet my partner and look him in the eye rather than looking away. I will force myself to do something that goes against what I want to do in that moment. And it's really interesting to see what happens in those moments because things will shift really quickly. Um, if my partner's open to it, then things will move really quickly. And you see this all the time. Like, there's something that I've been putting off for months, like something really important related to my aunt's estate. I'm the executor. I've been putting it off for months. And sometimes the opening is kind of gnarly. Like this week, you know, there's stuff around taxes. I've been putting it off, and it was like on Sunday, it was like crawling through mud, crawling through shame to get to a place where I could actually move and do something. And then once I got there, things were very easy. I mean, not totally easy, but like so much easier than I thought they were going to be when I thought about it in my mind. Yeah, it's interesting with opening. It's like, it's this choice in the moment to do something that goes against your instincts and goes against the parts that are closed and the parts that want things to be the same always. The parts that want to win, the parts that want to be safe, the parts that want to be protected. And usually there's a risk involved in opening, especially if it involves other people. But it's really this moment of allowing something to let go. Dropping a story, dropping the fight, turning around, getting up and moving your body when you'd rather stay still. Like basically doing something that goes against your instincts. So I hope that helps. And we can talk about this more. If you have more questions, let me know. But see if you can approach your clutter clearing with a little opening. And you might need to name what's in the way to get there. So like me on Sunday, I needed to name the shame. I needed to share it. I had to share the shame. I texted my partner and was like, I'm so full of shame. And he called me. And I talked to a friend on the phone and really named the shame. Brene Brown says that shame can't stand to be brought out into the light. So when we share our shame and when we talk about it, it actually helps to dissolve something. Yeah, so go forth, but clutter. I'll see you next week. Bye.